I still need to do my brows, so I thought I would jump on here and do them with you to talk about the newest. Are they the newest releases from Kosas? No, they just released a body wash. But the newest makeup release from Kosas, which is their brow products, which have been out for a couple of months now. I've been playing around with them. I wanted to get sort of like my full thoughts on them. So most of you have probably tried this by now, or I don't know, maybe by now you're not even interested, but I wanted to talk to you guys about my thoughts on the brow gel versus the brow pencil, which one I prefer, how I feel about it versus other brow formulas. I'm not gonna make this a super long video. We're just gonna sort of go through it a little bit quickly, and I'll just do one brow of each. I'll do the pencil, which is the Brow Pop. The Brow Pop Dual Action Defining Pencil on one eye, and then I'll do the Air Brow, which is the brow gel on the other. I do also have the clear brow gel, so I'll also be using that with the brow pencil. So just some basic information. These are vegan, like most of the products from Kosas are. All of their new releases, I believe, have been vegan. The only non-vegan products that they've got are the lip, the Hydra Lip, I think they're called. I'm not sure. It's the lip, like the lip balm that they've got that's tinted, that has lanolin in it, and then their lipsticks do contain lanolin. Still holding out hope that one day they're going to, you know, re-release their lipsticks in an updated formula, you know, not having carmine or lanolin in them like they did with the cheek products, because they took the carmine out of those. Still holding out hope that one day they're going to do that with the lip products, but we'll see. But you know, until then, we've still got the wet lip oils from Kosas, which are, I really like those. I would prefer them over the lipsticks anyway, because I don't wear lipsticks that much. But anyway, we're talking about brow products. So each of these do come in 10 different shades, which is a lot for the clean beauty space, at least in my opinion. I mean, most of the brow gels that I have from companies in the clean beauty space, I mean, this isn't clean beauty and not the conventional space. The conventional space, the shade ranges are much larger because they do have a lot more money. But usually in the clean beauty, green beauty space, you see, you know, blonde, medium brown, and either brunette or black usually are the shades that you see. So each of these have 10 shades ranging from like very light blonde to like very dark. You know, there's a red, there's some grays, there's some like nice warms and cools. I have the shades medium brown, which works for me. Usually across all brands, medium brown is a shade that I am. I do need something a little bit more golden. Some browns can be a little bit too cool, but the medium brown one for me is perfect. So I'm gonna do the brow gel on the one side. So when you look at this in the tube, it does kind of actually look like there's, you know, you won't be able to see it in here, like just me putting it up to the thing, but it does look like there's some sort of like shimmery mica stuff, but it doesn't translate onto the eyebrows. So I'm not really sure what that's supposed to do, but I like the packaging of this. I know some people like are kind of annoyed how pretty much everything from Kosas now, the packaging like doesn't look the same, but I don't know. I kind of like, you know, all the sort of like colorful packaging, like nothing looks exactly the same. It's like fun and not like their old black, you know, everything is black or white. I kind of like that everything now is like different colors, but that's just me. So I'll actually, you know what, I'll actually start with the Brow Pop because I prefer the brow gel to the pencil. It's just my preferred method of brow product. So here's what this looks like. It's dual ended because one of the ends is the pencil, which doesn't really, it's very strange. Like when I put it on the back of my hand, I don't get that much like color payoff. But when I do it in my brows, it somehow looks, you know, a lot more like there's a lot more color payoff. It's very interesting. And then the other end is just a spoolie. So I'll just like, you know, go through my brows a little bit and then I'll zoom you in so you can see what's going on here. So I'm gonna do this brow with the brow pencil. So when I do this, you'll be able to see that the color actually sort of like picks up a lot better than it did on the back of my hand. I'm not really sure what that's about. Because like when you try to go and swatch it on the back of my hand, I don't know, it doesn't do much unless you just don't need that much color in your eyebrows. I mean, I don't like the big bold brow, you know, sort of look anyway. You know, every once in a while it's nice to do sort of like a fluffy brow, but which the brow gel is actually good for, doing that sort of like fluffy So I don't actually draw on my brows. If you're a person who like draws on your brows, I'm not sure that this would be like enough, but maybe it would, because I don't do that. So I don't really know, you know, what people look for when you draw on your brows. I just like to fill in because I like the shape of my brows. I don't like to change the shape, but I do have some sort of more sparse areas. So here you can see one brow to the other with just the pencil before I do any kind of any of the brow gel or anything like that. So I just go through. I'm not real fussy with my brows. I just sort of, just until they look, you know, good. So how does this compare to other pencils? Well, I haven't tried too many pencils. The only other pencil that I've really tried in sort of like this kind of style is the Plume one. I think I probably like this one better than the Plume one because I feel like this one looks more natural, but I also haven't tried the Plume one in a really long time. So really my experience comes down to brow gels in what I can tell you. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in with the clear brow gel, which this is the only clear brow gel I've ever used. And then we're just going to sort of set it and forget it. Who used to watch those infomercials at like, you know, 2 in the morning or whatever on channel, I don't know, 10 or whatever when we were kids? What was that thing even called? It was that like rotisserie thing where you would just like set it and forget it. I always wanted one of those. I mean, like I don't need it now, but you could put like a whole turkey in there and whatever else. Anyway. So that's that. That's the Brow Pop pencil with the clear brow gel. It doesn't dry like sticky or like I feel like I've got hairspray in my brows. It just sort of makes it look, I don't know, a little bit more polished. It'll dry here in a minute. I could even just go through a little bit more and I like to push my brows up a little bit. Not like a lot, but just, you know, a little. So they look a little bit fuller. Okay, so then this side we'll do just the air brow. Just the air brow. Now my preferred, as I mess up already, my preferred method is just the brow gel because I like to quickly run it through my brows. Sorry, I'm moving around a lot, so it's unfocusing. I like to quickly run it through my brows and then like just be done. So like the pencil is one step too many for me because I would put the clear brow gel on top. But since my eyebrows, like I don't need to draw them in, they don't need like overfilling, they just need to be filled in a little bit. The brow gel works like just fine for me. They do look slightly different actually. I wonder if that is the, I've never done one on one eye and one on the other before, so I wonder if that's like the other brow gel, like having not set yet, is why they look kind of different. Because the color is exactly the same. I'm also medium brown in the pencil and the shades should be exactly the same. I might have to put some clear brow gel over this one just so they match. But I prefer the look of the brow gel anyway over the brow pencil plus the... This one looks kind of crazy. You can go overboard, which I think I did a little bit on accident with the brow gel. Especially if you're not someone who needs a lot more than just like a basic filling in. Which I do, like I don't need a ton. So here are my two brows. Pencil, brow gel. Personally, I like the look of just the brow gel on its own versus the pencil plus the clear brow gel. I don't know if that's because it just set this way. It doesn't look as soft, you know? Do you see what I mean? Like it doesn't look as soft. as just the brow gel does. All right, so if you're looking at me from far away, can you even tell the difference? I feel like I need to fill in this guy a little bit to match the brow gel side. Like, the brow gel is pretty pigmented. Like, it does a really good job. Maybe that's better. So for me personally, I just really love brow gels. It is my preferred method of brow product. I do have more brow gels than anything. I do have a few different pencils. So maybe what I can do in the future is sort of just like a brow gel, you know, collective review of like all the brow gels that I have, which I think I've said before that I want to do. It's just I haven't done it because I have so many, so it gets overwhelming. And then maybe do like a pencil overview and sort of like where this fits in. But I do like the pencil. I just think I like it a little bit less than the brow gel. I just prefer the look of the brow gel. I just like the look better. So I am going out, so I think I should be okay with my brows not looking totally identical, but I don't think they look too different. So anyway, I've been playing with the Kosas brow products for a little bit, and I kind of wanted to come on and just do my like little formal review. What I think of them. I do reach for the brow product 95% of the time, the brow gel. I do reach for the brow gel 95% of the time. The pencil I've only picked up a couple of times just because it isn't my preferred method. I just prefer one and done, but with the brow pencil, I do tend to use the clear brow gel with it just to sort of give it that same sort of like fluffy, just that fluffy sort of look. But I like the brow gel because it is pretty pigmented. I just have to like run it through very lightly and it fills in, you know, everything that I need it to fill in. And if you want like a bolder brow, you can just go a little bit more crazy, and you can. You can go very light, you can go kind of crazy, and it works for sort of like both. But I think from far away I look, you know, my brows look the same. They look like cousins, I guess. So anyway, that's all I've got for this. I just wanted to put my brows on with you guys and talk to you guys about the Kosas brow products. Now that Kosas has released a mascara and a brow product, I can do sort of like an updated full face of Kosas. So maybe I'll focus on that in the coming weeks, doing sort of like a full face, because they've got everything now. They've got the skin tint, which I don't like to use on its own, but I'll do the same thing I did in my other one where I just sort of like mix it with my preferred product. And then, you know, they've got the setting powder now, concealer. They've got everything. I don't even know what would be missing. They've got eyeshadow. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that it was helpful if you've been looking at the two Kosas brow products and you wanted to see, you know, them side by side, compare the two. I mean, they look pretty similar. The colors are similar because they are the same shade. They do correlate in between the two products. It just sort of depends on what your preferred mode of brow application is. Do you like a brow gel? Do you like a brow pencil? What I like about this one is that it's not sticky, because there are some formulas that I've tried where my brows just feel like I've got hairspray in them and it's just uncomfortable. I don't like to feel like there's anything in my brows. I like for me to be able to just like do like this and not feel like it's crunchy, which I feel this one is good at. So I don't feel it. I just look like my brows have now been filled in. All right, so I wanted this to be a shorter video, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I will see you guys in my next one.